my gosh, this is a total fail. So here's my plan. I was going to take some characters I created a while ago, my OCs if you will, and incorporate them into the design. I created the characters, so at that point I thought, okay, add something else to make it mine. I couldn't think of anything other than mandalas. It's literally what I make all the time, so I thought I will do the mandala as a big diddle scene with my large characters being a part of it. Brilliant, right? Or so I thought. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name's Alicia, or you can call me Pinky, and today we're going to attempt to make a full page doodle. Believe it or not, I really did have a plan. In fact, this video took me hours and hours of prep work, and at no time did I stop to think, maybe this isn't good. So let's get into it. I wanted to create this full page doodle to say thank you for those who have been supporting me on my channel and my other social media accounts. Now I kind of feel ashamed that I am even putting you guys through this, but although I considered scrapping it completely, I thought it's good to show your successes, but it's just as good, maybe even more so, to show your failures. This only allows you to kind of see where you're at and see where you've grown. So in future, I can look back on this and be like, wow, I've really done well for myself. I've gotten so much better. At least that's what I think. In reality, maybe there's just no hope for me. But I will say, out of all of this, I have come up with a new idea for my channel, and I can't wait to implement that. I hope that you'll enjoy it whenever I do bring it out. It is going to focus more on my characters and kind of character design, so I hope you'll like it. Now, please don't think that there's like nothing I liked about this piece. I actually did like several things that I made. Mostly my characters. I have B is the panda, and then Pinky is the bunny. The other two I've yet to name. I know I probably should have, but I've just never come up with names for them. So I've been drawing them in one form or another for years. I actually started my characters, I called them sprouts. I started them as pixel art like way long ago, forever ago. And so I called them sprouts. And the bat and the cat just don't have names yet. I've never named them. If you have ideas, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to give them names. I've never named the little pets either, so I don't know if I should name those or not. If you have suggestions, let me know. But yeah, so this was the highlight of the project for me, which is why I ultimately did decide to just post it. I've never created the characters in this exact same way before, so I really did enjoy it. Overall, I feel like it did turn out horrible, but I did have a lot of fun recreating the characters and getting them even closer to what I would consider complete. So for those who do follow me on Instagram, you may think that they look a little bit different, and they kind of do. I gave them a much more chibi style body, which I do like. I also changed the color of the bat and changed the cat's pet. It used to be a squirrel, and I don't know why. I just really don't like mice. But I kind of got to the point where I was like, no, Alicia, it has to be a mouse. So I did change it. I also think that they show their personality a little bit more in these drawings. Pinky the bunny is kind of always up for anything. She's always jumping into whatever new thing comes her way. Whereas B, the panda, is more reserved. She's always a little bit more worried that her friends may get themselves into trouble. She's like the mom of the group. The nameless bat, he just loves zooming around with a little ghost pet and can't wait for the next adventure, really. He's just always kind of speeding on past. Then I also have the little orange tabby cat. She's kind of unsure of a lot of things. She's a bit lazy. She doesn't really get the hype other cats seem to get when playing with balls or chasing things. So her little mouse friend is kind of always there to encourage her to try new things. And yeah, so like I really just kind of love each of them, and I actually, the bunny and the panda are almost always my favorite. And after creating them this way and creating the characters a little bit differently, I actually find myself falling in love with the cat and the bat more. And so I'm really excited to kind of see where that goes as well. I've also considered adding other animals into the sprouts. Like I have these four and they just kind of seem like a natural fit because Pinky represents summer, bee represents spring, and then the bat is fall, and the cat is winter. And that's kind of where they all kind of started from. And I don't know, I think it might be fun to kind of add different elements or different characters that have different elements. I don't quite know. But I would really like to flesh these ones out even more as well. I also think that the pets have more energy as well in this doodle, and just the way I drew them in general. I love the version of the frog. I think that he's really cute, and it's really sweet that he's like jumping in with Pinky and he isn't like, oh, I don't want to do anything. Because normally he's kind of like sitting around looking grumpy, like he's being pulled into these adventures that he doesn't want anything to do with. The little ghost is racing the bat, which I think is super cute as well. That he's like, wants to be involved. The little duck, I do love the duck because he's very like unapproving all the time. He kind of always looks at like Pinky and the frog and it's just like, what are you guys doing? So I do like that as well. And then the mouse really just kind of turned out perfect. I'm not quite sure about the coloring yet. I wanted to keep her kind of gray because I thought then it would work with the bat, so I could use the bat's colors and then they're all more cohesive. But I'm not quite 100% on that. But I do love her design. I think she's really cute, and I think it turned out pretty good considering I don't draw mice as much as I can. I just don't. I'm not a fan. I'm very scared of mice, so it was nice to kind of draw this and be okay with it. I thought it was cute. I kind of almost wanted to put her in like a little dress or something though. I don't know. Maybe in future. None of them really wear clothing, so it might be weird, but I don't know. I just saw her with like a hat or a little dress or something. Very like country mouse kind of vibes is what I got anyway. But yeah. Even, you know what? Even the mandala, I don't mind. I actually kind of like it. I did it a little bit differently than I normally would. I didn't have as many elements to it as opposed to like kind of design. So individually, I like all of the pieces of this bit of work. The rest on their own, like the whole thing kind of together, no, I just didn't like it. I tried like, I did a lot of different things. I tried doing like a pattern on the words as well, and I was like, no, that's just too much. I tried to, I don't know, I tried so many different things. At the end, I did create a few different like examples of what I tried. Like I tried doing more than one mandala and just having them kind of all over the place. I thought about doing like a thicker line art on the characters maybe. I tried to incorporate the characters into the mandala. I tried a whole bunch of things, and I think the idea is, in my head, I had it coming out a different way than what it really did. And I think that definitely shows because this is very not what I wanted. I did not like it. I don't know why I didn't do this well. I've done plenty of like full page doodles before, and they always come out looking really cute. And I don't know if it's because I've only ever really, I do them on paper. And I think maybe that is the like the magic of doodling. It's like everything was done on paper, nothing was really planned, it all just kind of comes out. And in the end, it looks really cute and really good, and it looks like it was effortless because it kind of was. It was just created and pretty and cohesive, and I didn't think about it. And so I think maybe I'm going to have to do just a simple kind of draw with me, and we'll just doodle together and see what comes up, because I swear that's so much better than what this currently is. I don't know what this is. But that does lead me to one other thing I did want to talk about, because I'm thinking of doing streaming as well on either Twitch or maybe here on YouTube as well. I'm not quite sure, but I was thinking it would be fun to do some like draw with me's and or just, chill and draw together kind of thing. I think that would be really fun. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing those, and I'll definitely keep everybody in the loop if I'm going to, and when I'm going to, and when it'll be up, and all of that stuff. So feel free to look out for something like that. I'm thinking probably Friday nights, but I'm not 100%. So if you have ideas or you have suggestions, let me know. If you prefer Twitch to streaming over YouTube or vice versa, let me know. I've only ever streamed on Twitch, so that's the only thing I have experience with, but I'm willing to try kind of anything. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's not a lot going on with me right now. I'm still, I'm making sure to post a mandala a day, or every Monday a week, I should say. I'm still doing my tutorial every week. So Fridays now you'll be getting the new tutorials, and Tuesdays for the rest of May. If you're watching this as soon as it comes out, you'll get some on Tuesday as well. But yeah, and then my videos will be once a week, and I think that's a pretty good schedule. I'd like to, as I said, stream some more. So, or just, well, just in general, I'd like to stream. So I will probably try to do that as well. But we'll see. We'll kind of go from there. I think video wise, once a week is the best that I can do to keep up any kind of I can't speak, any kind of semblance of creativity and just general like good goodness. That's not a word, but like it's the only way that I can keep the quality. That's what I mean. It's the only kind of way I can keep the quality up to the level that I'm willing to kind of output. And I'm saying that as I'm telling you that I hate this creation. But the videos, I've been working really hard on my editing and watching things on how to edit better and things like that. So, like, I'm really enjoying that part of it. And I think that if I go any more than once a week, I wouldn't be able to put the time into editing and learning. Like, I know it doesn't seem like I'm doing a lot when it comes to the editing, but I am actually in the background doing a lot more than what you really see. So I'm trying to kind of get better at that. And I think if I did more than one video a week, it would be too much and I wouldn't be able to put that time into getting better at it. So, yeah, I think for now, one video is kind of where we're going to be at. And I think streaming is probably also where I'm going to go. So, that's probably coming up. I'm thinking probably closer to June before I start streaming. I do have a channel on Twitch. I'll put it in the community tab just in case anybody wants to kind of take a look. I don't have any videos up or anything like that. It's probably where I will do my streaming, but I can't. As I said, I'm not 100% on it, but I will put it there. I also, just as a reminder, I do have the Discord channel. There's not a lot of people there, but I would love to, see some more, meet some more people, kind of hang out and draw together and things like that. So, that is also there. You're more than invited. I will put a link in the description below, and maybe throw something on the community as well. Again, every little bit of support I really, really appreciate, and I'm kind of floored. I'm almost at 400 subscribers, so I'd love to get to 400 before the end of May. That's kind of my goal, and that would bring us to almost half. So if I need 1,000 to monetize, which is kind of the goal. I mean, I don't know, monetization was never really my goal, but I'm trying to set some kind of goal for myself. So it would be really great if we could do 400 by the end of May. I'd love to get 1,000 by the end of the year, but I mean, really, that's up to everyone else. There's not a whole lot that I have no control over that. So really, my goals are more to put out videos that I'm proud to put out and that I know that I work hard on, and increasing my skill at editing and things like that. Those are the things that I can control. But my wishes as well is to hit that 400 mark by the end of May, and I would be really excited for that. I'd also love I don't know how to network, I guess, with smaller art channels. I've looked and it's kind of hard to find them, and I don't know if it's just me or what it is, but I would love to kind of connect with, not kind of, I'd love to just connect with smaller art channels so that I can maybe meet some new people. We could do collabs, things like that. I think that would be a lot of fun. But I am looking forward to the new series that I have in mind that is going to focus more on character development. I have I have something that I've been trying to kind of figure out how to incorporate into my videos. So I am going to do that, and I figured it out how I'm going to incorporate it. And then I would like to do more challenges and things. I don't want to just do like, the like, here, 50 doodles on this and 50 doodles on that, or what have you. Not that I don't want to. I do like those, and they're like a fun kind of video to do, really. Like, you just doodle. But at the same time, I want to do things that are more fun and more advanced and things like that as well. I don't want my channel to just become like the 50 Doodles channel, or here's how to do, like, it's not just, I don't want it to just be a tutorial channel as much as I want to like teach people and help people learn how to doodle and draw. It's not my main, like, I also want to have fun with my own art, and I'd also like to develop my own art, and I can't just do that by teaching someone how to do the things that I already know how to do, right? So I'm looking forward to doing different things that are less 50 spring doodles, which happens to be the video I've got coming out next week. But so I do have plans for different kinds of videos as well. So I think I'm going to be doing kind of like a 2 and 2 process. So like 2 videos a month are going to be kind of fun things that I want to try, challenges and art things that I'm, interested in, and then the other 2 will be more tutorial types. And I think that will help me to kind of keep my channel helpful for people who want to learn, but also allow me to grow as well. So I think that's kind of the best way that I can go about it. I did this video, I know it's very much so line art and like the sketching and the process, because I just thought that was the more interesting part. So I didn't do a lot of the coloring. If in future you'd prefer to see more of my coloring, feel free to let me know. I honestly, my coloring is just flat, so I don't do a lot of shadings or anything like that. I keep it very simple. I would love to really get into doing more shading and stuff, but honestly, I'm more lazy than anything. And I just love the way it looks with like a flat color. So it is what it is. But I'd also really like to get into more backgrounds and things like that as well. And that's kind of part of what the new series is going to be as well. Is it's going to focus on my characters, but also like a surrounding, putting them into different settings and things like that, which will help me work on my backgrounds and things like that, because I'm the queen of like create a character and put it on a background that is just white. That's just the way I am. I generally don't do a lot of backgrounds, but I think my characters would be really cute in like a comic book setting or a storybook setting. So I think I'm gonna have to learn how to do backgrounds. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. This was my attempt at a full page doodle, and it was a fail. It was a complete and total fail. What I had in my mind is not how it came out, and I really kind of wish that I would have been able to get it to work, because I think like what I have in my mind still isn't this, and I don't know, but I feel like I could probably make it better. So I might have to try this again in the future and maybe see what I can do with something then. Or even just maybe instead of focusing on the 2 different things, just kind of ignore the fact that that I like mandalas, and just do it based on my character. It would be fun actually to put each of the characters and do like a spring full page doodle with bee, and a fall one with the bat and things like that. Like that might be fun, or even like a 4 seasons with all of them. Why didn't I do that? Those are actually way better ideas than what I did here. I don't know what I'm doing. But that, you know what, that's part of the art journey. I know with social media especially, you kind of only ever see the good. And I don't want my channel to be like that. I don't want to just be like, this is my perfect art. Well, my art is never perfect, but like, this is like, you know, the best of my art all the time, because that's just not reality. I fail a lot more than I succeed when it comes to my art, and I think it's important for other people to see that, especially if you're interested in doing art and you're interested in learning how to draw. I think it's a lot more important for you to see that I fail and the people that you watch and try and learn from fail, because that's our reality. It's not about being right and doing it perfect every single time. It's about learning from your mistake and growing from it, right? So I just want to make sure that that's something that I also promote on my channel, because it's not something that I see a lot of, and it does kind of discourage me. I know whenever I'm looking at all of these people who do art and it's just beautiful and it always looks perfect, and then even when they're like, oh, my art's so bad, it still looks really good. And I mean, I think we can all agree here that this was not executed well. Like I said, I enjoy a lot of the elements on their own, but together it just doesn't work. So like, yeah, I just wanted to show that. I wanted to make sure that you guys know that, you know what, it's okay to fail and you will fail, especially if you're trying something new and you're trying to do something that you're not used to doing and you're kind of out of your comfort zone with. I think, you know, that's just a reality. I will say too, which is something I'm very surprised about, I think my mouse is quite cute and I don't like mice. So there you go. I think she turned out really cute. And in case you're wondering, I do have like I do think of them as he's and she's for the most part. The ghost is a boy, the bat's a boy, the frog is a boy, and Pinky is a girl, Bee is a girl, her duck is a boy, the mouse is a girl, the cat is a girl. I think that's all of them. But I would like to do maybe like even a series of maybe non-binary, or even like, I don't know. I think that would be really cool too. Especially if I could incorporate like a little rainbow or something. I think that would be really sweet. And then I would have to like, I don't know. That would create so many characters. The only thing I worry about with something like that would be like if I created a unicorn and it was non-binary. I just don't want someone to be offended at all. I don't think that they would. Like, who can be offended that you're, there's a non-binary unicorn out there? I don't think that that's something that people should be offended by, but I know that people can feel offended, and that's their right. And I wouldn't want to be the reason for it. So I don't know about the animals and what I should choose for that, but it would be fun. And honestly, it's just a feel that I get for them. So I mean, for all I know, maybe they're not. In fact, the more I look at the bat, I kind of think maybe they're not a boy, but I don't know. I've always just thought of them as a boy. So, yeah. I don't know. That was a weird little bit of a rant, but it is what it is, I guess. This is pretty much it, and I don't really have anything more to talk about, so I feel like I'm just kind of going on and on and on. But yeah, so I'm gonna, I think, leave you here, let you kind of watch the rest of the video in peace, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please, don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, all that stuff. It really just helped the channel out. It helps me out, and I do really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed and you've made it this far, then you should, because clearly you're now one of my favorite people. So if you've put up with me for this long, you definitely need to subscribe and become a part of the group. And as always, if you guys do any doodles or create anything with any of the tutorials that I do, please do share them with me on social media. I am on YouTube as well as Instagram and somewhat on TikTok. The links will be in the description either way. I would love to see anything that you create with any of my tutorials, or anything that you create from something that has been inspired by me. I would love to see it. So let me know in the comments, or send me a message on one of my other socials. I would love it. I would love it. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm getting a little bit excited here. But please do let me know if there's anything else that you would like to see from me in the future. Let me know in the comment section below. Please know that I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye!